Okay, so here's the problem. My antenna was knocked off in a car wash. So I have no radio, I have no maps, and that's a problem. This is the replacement antenna for my 2019 Ford Explorer. You want to be sure and check the ends of it, because I've already ordered one and it had the wrong plugs on it. So be sure. This one is this part number right here, if yours is like mine. So we're gonna go see if we can go swap this out. So when I realized it didn't have any radio or maps, that's when I looked up at the antenna and noticed it was knocked off. So I went to the dealership and it was gonna be about $300 for the antenna and then another 100 or two to put it on. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try and tackle this myself. Okay, so my car is blue and this antenna is gray. I'm debating on whether I want to paint it black. I'll let you know what I decide. I went ahead and did a little YouTube research and found out that one of the first things you need to do is take the headliner down, and it does come down fairly easy. I went ahead and took this detached from the sides to make it where I could get my arms up in there, because I've got to go way up in there right there. It's hard to see, but I've got to go up in there to detach it from the top. I went ahead and put some painter's tape around the edge of it. I thought it would not be that difficult to paint because I just want it black. The gray just, I don't know, it just clashed with it too much. I went ahead and plugged where the threads are to cover up the threads so I didn't get paint in there. I didn't want to clog it up. But I'm just going to spray this lightly. Just put probably 3 coats, real light, some black spray paint. I'm going to go see if I can find some. Currently all I had in the black spray paint was just like satin wheel paint. I'm sure this will work fine. That's 1 coat. I'm gonna let it dry for a few minutes and put another coat on it. Looks pretty good. While that paint's drying, I'm going to try and take out the old antenna. I put this t-shirt here because when I stuck my arms up in there, this right here rubbed the edge of my arm. So I'm gonna put this t-shirt here to kind of protect my arms. Okay, so I did figure out that right up here is the bottom of the antenna. You need a socket to get to that nut. So I'm gonna try and get that undone. It is a tight spot, but Just don't drop the bolt. Okay, so there's the bolt that came out. Now there's a little clip that's on there that I'm going to try and get out. Okay, so we got the clip. Okay, so this is what mine looks like. The car wash evidently just took the whole thing off. So once you take that clip off, this will detach because it's just on there with the pressure of the clip. This will come off. You may just need to, you know, pry it up gently. And all you've got is a hole that's in the shape of a square. One thing is to be sure that your tips match up with your new one. With the other one that I had bought, I had went ahead and bought an antenna because you'll need this also. We're gonna put a second coat on this little antenna. It's already dry, so I'm just gonna spritz it with a second coat. I just prefer it black over the gray. Okay, so I'm gonna fish these little wires out. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, these were kind of a bear to unhook. I thought for a minute I was gonna end up breaking them, but I did get them unlatched. And here are my new ones. All right, we're gonna make sure. Alright, we're gonna make sure these go in. Oh yeah. That goes in nicely. And then this was the one that was taped. And square ones on the back side. And that one. That one attaches nicely. So we have them both plugged. I think I'm figuring out that it's going to be better to start the threading before you get in that tight position. So I've started to thread the bolt up in this clip. And now I'm going to try and get that clip in. Finally got that clip on and that bolt in that clip. I will say that was a bear. But it is doable. Takes a lot of patience. Getting that clip to hold up there with that bolt in there. Yep, it's a bear. So we got it. Up tight, up top. It is tight. That's the main thing why you want the clip on there, because you want it to seal to the body of the vehicle. I'll take that tape out, or had those threads covered. Screw on this little antenna. Okay. Alright, so before I put this headrest up and clip everything back together, I'm going to go check it and see if it will, if I can get back on the radio. Okay, so here's the true test. Oh yeah. See, my map is already up. I have satellite radio. Hallelujah. Just look at the local. Oh yeah, I got local also. Okay, so it worked. Hallelujah. Consider when you go through a car wash, there is a chance it can knock off your antenna. And this is what you're going to have to go through, or you're going to have to pay somebody to do it. Okay, so here's what I bought. This was the antenna base. It was $169. I got it on eBay. And then I think the little stick antenna part of it, the actual antenna, was I think maybe $15. So all in after taxes, probably about less than $200. It was less than $200. The dealership was going to charge me $300 for the antenna and the base. And then on top of that, they were going to charge me about $200 more to install it. It does take a little time. I would say it's taken me about 45 minutes to do. But, you know, I've saved quite a bit of money, about $300. So, if you want to tackle this project, just watch my video. I also have other projects that I do on my 2019 Ford Explorer that I do try to do myself. So keep watching. Southern Gal DIY.